It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Ernie Johnson welcoming you to the NBA on 2K Sports. I'm here with Shaq and the Jet. For tonight's game, we'll be watching the Boston Celtics as they go up against the Heat in Miami. For Miami, they're looking to come out strong and make their mark early. They have to look at this game as a great opportunity to do just that. One of the fun players to watch tonight, Isaiah Thomas. He was the last player selected from his draft class of 2011. But, Shaq, I bet GMs want to redo on that one, man. He can just dominate games offensively.
You know, he's not really tall. He's 6-something, not above 6'4", but this guy's fearless. You know, his speed and quickness of the release of the shot, he can get a shot anytime. And what I really like about him, he's gritty. He'll fight you.
If he's more than 5'11", I'd be surprised. But when he gets in the zone, he's one of the most difficult players to handle. He could take over a game, Ernie. His quickness, his speed, just all-around offensive prowess.
Is he anything like the other Isaiah Thomas?
No, he's different. The original, the OG Isaiah Thomas was very, I would say, a leader, more of a leader. He's more a lead guard. Get it? He likes to score. This guy led the team.
Nice.
Thank you. You got the Shaq seal of approval.
Yes.
What more can you want? It's almost game time.
I got the shield. Get it?
It's an All-Eastern Conference matchup in today's game as the Celtics come into town for this one. We're in Miami for some Heat basketball. This hometown crowd ready to go. It's Wednesday Night Basketball, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan. Joining me, Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and courtside Doris Burke.
Boys, nice enough.
And so the tip-off, it's Miami. We got a chance here to set the floor, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for this one. On the floor for Boston, Klay Thompson is out there with Johnson. Then there's Yao, and it's Durant, and it's McHale in at the 4 slot. Well, you look back at the 2015 Heat, and the injuries are what probably brought that team down. We can go from Chris Bosh with the debilitating blood clot on his lung and on and on and on. The loss, of course, which was not an injury, of LeBron James. There are a lot of moving parts with that team.
And that's a great point, Kevin. If you take any star off a team, things are going to get difficult. It was impressive that the Heat still managed to stay competitive once Bosh went out.
Now here's Durant. Shot clock at 6. Pass to McHale. The basket good off the assist from Durant.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Robertson drives in. Missed inside.
You know, Bosh was the big injury hit for the Heat, but they had a lot of other injuries as well. I mean, had to use 31 different starting lineups last season, and 20 different players started at least one game.
Yeah, easy call.
Yeah, you can hear the smack all the way over here where we are.
And injuries are something that you can't plan for, but you can prepare for them. And hopefully the Heat can avoid injury woes this season. If they can, they at least have players who have been through that struggle last year.
2 shots.
And that one falls for Yao. Good on the second, so he makes them both.
Well, you could see a change in the play with the Celtics after the trade deadline last year. Adding Isaiah Thomas gave them some pop off the bench and really created some balance for them offensively.
From Robertson, that's in there. Carter with the assist. Robertson's got himself on the board with 3 there.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Johnson attacking. Shakes off the strong D and gets to the bucket for 2. And that was something the Celtics needed, adding Thomas, a player that could come in and provide Clark instant offense for them off the bench.
And, Kevin, I think that was a turning point for him last year. I mean, they saw that they had a chance to make a big leap forward after the trade and responded accordingly.
And the Miami Heat have finished in the top 2 spots or better in each of the years the big 3 were in town. Last season that changed as they would end up 10th in that Eastern Conference.
The Heat shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
Yeah, last year collectively only 74% from the line.
And it's something they know that if they improve, can really have a big impact on their success.
And that one falls for Irving. And for the Heat, once the bullies of the Eastern Conference, they had a lot of trouble keeping up with other Eastern Conference teams.
Kevin, they finished 25-27 against the rest of the conference, played under 500 against the East at home, which really negated their chances for the playoffs.
Both free throws good for Irving.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player, excellent at the free throw line.
Carter against Thompson. On the wing, Johnson. The pass to Durant. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Here's McHale. Rebounded by Abdul-Jabbar. 1:52 left to play in the first quarter. Robertson against Johnson. Robertson drives in. The shot by Carter. Nobody around. And unable there to get the go-ahead bucket. Durant with it. Guarded now by Irving. Johnson outside. Now the dish to Thompson. Here's Yao. Misses the 3.
Boy, just by his body language, Kevin, you can tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Yeah, it seemed like he had great rhythm on that. You can see the disappointment in his face.
McHale against Robertson. Tries again, and that one's good by Abdul-Jabbar.
Oh, and look at how well he led him in there. Really, he passed him open for that deuce.
Pass to Johnson. Fades. Here's Thompson. Rebounded by Malone.
Well, he won't miss many of those, especially with the defender not in the best of positions there.
Robertson drives in, and he gets the bucket. Robertson's got 5.
I tell you what, guys, it's going to be a tough day on this defense if he's got the A game rolling tonight.
Johnson kicks to Thompson. A fader. Off the left rim and out.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And there's the call on Durant. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
Seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now Carter. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Here is Thomas. Malone with the block. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Heat lead by 3. And the second quarter will be on the way when we come back. And the second quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far.
Well, I think it's been said about 1,000 times now how Coach Spoelstra started as a video coordinator with the Heat, but he's been with the organization for so long, they are starting to become synonymous.
Malone is out there at Malone. Then there's Drexler. Then there's Robertson. And it's Mullen in at the small forward. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now, here's Thomas. And here is Robertson. Malone right side. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot two. They get Derek Favors. Greg, as you said, Spoelstra has been with the Heat for so long now in his 8th season. He was handpicked by Pat Riley to lead the team, and Clark kind of molded him in his image.
Yeah, and it was clear that Pat Riley believes in him and continues to believe in him. Coach Spoelstra has had very high expectations on his shoulders ever since taking over the team, and he's actually lived up to them.
That free throw, no good. It was a tough battle down the stretch, but the Celtics were able to get back into the playoffs last year.
And kind of just hovering around all season, but give them credit. They fought their way in and spent only 1 year out of the postseason in their rebuild.
And he's good on the second.
You know, for the Celtics, the actual playoff series didn't go well. They got swept by the Cavaliers, but most people will remember the injuries from the series more than the play, and the Celtics have a bright future, no doubt.
Now, here's Thompson. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Green kicks to Thompson. 5 on the clock. Off the screen. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
Well, listen, it was a forgettable series for Celtics fans. However, the Celtics' young core were able to experience postseason basketball. That's something that you can really never replicate. I'm sure they'll be hungry for more of it, and credit Brad Stevens on a terrific job.
Here's Mullen. Gets to the corner and buries it. Mullen's got the lead up to 4 now for the Heat.
It's got to be nice for them to know that game in and game out, this offense is going to be there for them.
A different look for Miami. Abdul-Jabbar comes in for Malone. And Irving subbed in for Mullen. And then for Boston. Jordan, he's checked in for Favors. Durant comes in for Sean Marion. And it's Johnson in for Klay Thompson. And here are the Heat now. Screen by Malone. Robertson dishes to Abdul-Jabbar. Feeds to Drexler. Fires for 3. They get it back. The shot by Abdul-Jabbar, no good.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Thomas goes in. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
And Isaiah Thomas, traded last season from Phoenix over to Boston, seemed to be a matter of fit and not production as to why they moved him.
Greg, you were talking about Isaiah Thomas. He had no love lost for the Suns. In their first meeting, he took them apart, Clark, on the floor. Remember that game? Stared him down as he was hitting shots. Looked at that bench. Man, he had a big chip on his shoulder.
Yeah, and you know, most guys that are a little undersized and have battled doubters all their careers bring that kind of edge anyway. You throw in the fact that he was disappointed how the trade unfolded. He was amped up and ready for that return visit.
Carter, he's checked in for Miami. Celtics also with a sub. McHale's checked in for Draymond Green. That one drops. He ties it up.
And guys, as much as Isaiah Thomas can help you on offense, at times he can hurt you on the defensive side. Immediately posted up by whomever he's guarding, you have to give help. And of course, that leaves your defense vulnerable, particularly on the weak side and controlling that defensive backboard.
Here's Johnson following the score by Vince Carter. Johnson outside. Durant the pass to Johnson. There's a screen by McHale. McHale with a screen on Carter. Back to Durant with the shot. That's in, coming off the assist from Johnson. Durant's got his first bucket in this one. Greg, you're talking about Isaiah Thomas before. Certainly his short stature limits him on Clark, the defensive side.
Yeah, but you know what? He doesn't rack up a ton of steals, given his instincts and quickness. I think he really focuses on making his impact at the offensive end.
Here's Johnson after Julius Erving's basket. Durant with a screen on Carter. Kicks to McHale. Durant against Erving. Durant with a wide open look. It's hauled in by the Heat.
I tell you what, folks, I bet he won't miss that shot next time he takes it.
Erving with it, guarded now by Durant. Erving drives in. There's the bucket, good. Erving's got 6 points.
If they think that kind of defense is going to get it done against him, they're mistaken.
Johnson against Carter. There's a screen by McHale. Durant for 3. Durant with another miss. The Heat leading by 4. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Carter kicks to Drexler. Back to Carter. And it's wide right. It's off the rim.
The right thing there to stay that tight on him and really try to keep him out of his comfort zone.
And Thomas has it in the corner. Fires it up. Boston, no good that time either. And we're through the first half of basketball here, and what's been a good one. Miami ahead, up by 4. And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, I'm here with Coach Eric Spoelstra. And Eric, you guys have seemed in complete command out here tonight. What's been the key so far?
Well, I think we've been able to get to our pace. We've been active defensively, so we just have to maintain our focus and keep trying to be in attack mode, both ends of the court.
Eric, thank you so much. Kevin, back to you.
Thank you, Doris, for that interview, and we'll see you back here after the break for the third quarter of basketball.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Welcome back, folks. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Smith. We're going to break down the first half action for you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Miami. Their largest deficit of the period was just 4 points. They were right there within shouting distance the entire time. The second quarter was a strong effort for them as they continued to battle, and they were able to close out the half in a good position. Kenny, let's start with you. What'd you think about the Heat?
One advantage has been their stellar rebounding. I mean, they're putting bodies on people, competing for the ball. It's simple, really. The team with more possessions has more opportunities to score. Wow.
And Shaq, your thoughts on the Celtics?
I like to see them create more points in the paint. The problem nowadays is that defenses can sag in, take away angles for entry passes, quickly double. So you got to be creative. Inside screens, back cuts, drive and dish. You need to do whatever it takes to get the guy open.
And that'll do it for now as the second half of our game is about to get underway. Kevin Harlan has the call.
Welcome back, everyone. The second half about to get underway, and it's been a close one so far. You look at Julius Erving. What a contribution.
And what he gives his team, guys, is an edge. He just lights up an arena when he gets it going, and in that first half, young fella had it going.
Not just an edge, though, Greg. I think he gives them a confidence and a swagger they wouldn't otherwise have. And he's a special player to have around, no doubt about that.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. They've got Yao. Durant is out there with Kevin McHale. And there's Klay Thompson. And it's Johnson in at the point. Thompson misses. The Heat leading by 4. Greg, after a run of 10 playoff trips in 11 years, the Miami Heat missing the postseason last year, they'd end up a game back at the 8th spot.
Yeah, and what's hard for the Heat, Kevin, is that they were in the playoff picture for most of the year, and as the season wore on, they slowly fell out of that top 8.
You know, guys, for the greater part of last season, it appeared as though the Heat were playoff bound. Even with the players they lost, most figured they would be playing postseason basketball.
All right, now, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
The free throw drops for Robertson.
And one reason why the Heat did come up short in their playoff aspirations, they were very poor against other teams in the playoffs. So only went 15-31 against teams that had made it into the postseason last year.
So he gets them both. Celtics trail by 6. Thompson outside, picked by Yao. On the wing, Johnson. Soft touch off the glass. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night. Miami leading by 4. Robertson dishes to Carter. Now against Abdul-Jabbar. Passes it to Robertson. To the middle. Abdul-Jabbar misses.
Now that's terrific defense at the rim. Got right in his path.
And you know they'll be conscious of him next time they take it inside, too. I mean, that's what really good defenders do. They make you think about their presence.
This is his first chance at the line tonight.
Okay, gentlemen, 2 shots. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. The Boston Celtics figured to be near the bottom of the league last year. In many ways, they outperformed a lot of people's expectations.
And by no means were they a contender at any point, but they very well could be ahead of themselves in terms of the rebuilding process.
Mullins checked in for Irving. The Celtics also changing it up. Derek Favors checked in for Yao. Green comes in for McHale. And it's Marion in for Durant.
And with the Celtics being a surprise threat near the end of last season, even their losses were close games.
And that one's good by Favors.
You know, I think when you've got somebody that open on the perimeter, a good shooter, the kickout's the only choice.
Robertson with it. 7 points in the game. Screen by Malone. Robertson kicks to Mullen. Rebound Boston.
To back up your point about the Celtics being in close games, I mean, their point differential on the year was less than where you would expect it to be for a team that made the playoffs. I mean, it really gives you an idea of how many close games they played.
Now, here's Thompson. Following the miss by Chris Mullen. Clock at 6. Pulls it up. If it goes in, and the Miami lead is cut to just 1 on the basket from Thompson.
Looked like he was channeling Bob Cousy right there. Since when does he take guys off the dribble like that?
And he's going up for the alley-oop. And it's Carter missing.
You know, just a little too fancy on that play.
Well, you don't want to force any play, but particularly the alley-oop. You'd like to try that when it's wide open. He is an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
You know, he picks the simple one-handed stuff to get the 2 points.
Yeah, and in a close game, though, guys, those could be really important points.
A lot's been made of the Heat fans in the past for walking out during the finals game where they looked to be out of it, but credit, you know, the Miami Heat fans, Greg, with last year sticking with this team.
Yeah, and in all fairness, I would have walked out as well because I thought it was over. But with LeBron out of town, a lot of Heat fans could have jumped off the bandwagon. But you know what? They stayed with it. So although the weather is fair, the fans are not.
Oh, well said.
Thank you.
Drexler, he's checked in for Miami. And a change for the Celtics. Thomas is checked in. Mullen passes to Drexler. Marion with the steal. And now here's Johnson, the fastball.
Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
Here's Mullen after the basket by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. 3 from Robertson, and that one's good. Robertson's got the game tied up here for the Heat.
And when he's got that much of a height advantage on the perimeter, it's really tough on the defender. Easy three-pointer.
Marion setting the pick for Thomas. Marion, right side. That's in there. Thomas with the assist. Marion's got 4 this quarter.
Yeah, I love the communication and the chemistry between.
Here's Robertson. He's got 10. Wexler. The baseline J. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. It's all tied in Miami. We've got more in store for you right after this. Welcome back as we get rolling once more. The fourth quarter right ahead in what's been a very well-contested game. Now Robertson. Malone is out there with Irving. Then there's Robertson. Then it's Kareem, and it's Carter in at the shooting guard. That's the group on the floor for Miami. Now here is Carter. And he gets it to go. Carter's got the first points up on the board here in the fourth for Miami. Outside Durant. There's a screen by McHale. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Durant.
Boy, did they ever make a mess out of that one. Terrible turnover.
Moses Malone. He's checked in for Abdul-Jabbar. The Heat with the lead. Here's Robertson. Outside Irving. Inside, stolen by Thompson. He kicks it to Thomas. Shot clock at 5. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Good, and the assist goes to Thomas. Thomas got his 3rd assist on the night. Robertson with it. Now Thomas defending. Robertson drives in. A second chance effort. No luck. Some solid defense there from McHale. Boston shooting well. 50% from the floor. Thomas against Carter. Thomas kicks to Thompson. Great look, but off the mark.
Even though he isn't having the best of games from the floor, it hasn't seemed to hurt him.
Stolen by Durant. And now here's Durant, the fast break opportunity. Again, the miss by Thompson. Miami trailing. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Malone with the screen. Irving dishes to Robertson. 6 to shoot. Now against Malone. No good on the triple.
Kevin, I didn't like that defensive effort at all, but they're lucky he missed it.
Yeah, you hope that's not indicative of the type of D they're going to play, because if they do, they're going to have struggles with him tonight.
Now here's Durant. He dishes it to McHale. Here's Yao. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. It goes on Moses Malone. team's game. A look at the hustle stats for the Celtics.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. There's been an attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
The Heat making a switch here. Abdul-Jabbar's checked in. The Celtics also changing it up. Draymond Green has checked in for McHale. And it's Johnson in for Isaiah Thomas. And that one falls for Young.
No problem for him there. You just know what the result's going to be when he steps to the line in a tight game like this.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, guys, I was able to listen in on what Eric Spoelstra was going over with his team in that last huddle. He told his guys, time's running low. If we're going to make our move, it's going to be now. Are you guys ready? And as they nodded, he said, let's go get it. Kevin?
For those just joining us, fourth quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. Carter kicks to Robertson. Here's Abdul-Jabbar, and he jams it with authority.
Really good work on the interior. That is a critical 2 points there. That was an ideal scenario really for him. Point-blank range and also a size advantage.
Johnson, the pass to Green. Durant against Irving. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. That's on Julius Irving. The first, and that makes it a 3-point lead. And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
2-possession game now, guys. Some very important free throws there.
.11 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Carter outside. Dishes it to Robertson. Launches a three. Buries it. And what a sensational bucket to bring them within one.
Those are huge points.
Beyond huge, partner. I mean, they needed that bucket desperately.
And stolen by Irving. And Irving with a clear path to the hoop.
Oh!
And down it goes, jamming that one home.
Oh, man, what a turnaround. Sensational play on D, and then the rapid-fire run to the basket.
Craig, they didn't wait around, did they? They went right for the throat.
Guys, this is crunch time now. When you've got a chance to capitalize on the turnover, you've got to take it and make it.
There's 47 seconds left here in the fourth quarter. Tries again. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
And they had a foul to give, but you want to use it on the ground.
Yeah, I agree with you there, but at least they did get the clock stopped. That is the one saving grace of that situation.
Sinks the clutch free throw. And so making both free throws. That'll give them the lead here.
And that's how you do it. Free throws can make a huge difference in a tight game.
Carter kicks to Robertson. There's the feed to Malone. And stolen by Yao. 7-second difference, shot and game clock. Baseline J on the way. Boston, no good that time either. And here's Miami. Carter dishes to Robertson. Malone with the screen. Robertson against Durant. Oh, off target.
I mean, even from over here, you can see that one pretty clearly.
No question about it, Greg. I mean, a ton of contact and a good call by the officials.
All right now, gentlemen, 2 shots. Loose shots.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. Can't sink it, and that was an important free throw.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
Johnson, the pass to Durant. To the paint. Here's Thompson. Ooh, offline.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
The first one to drop, tough one to miss. And he ends up making the second, and that gives them the lead.
Even with the miss, he got the big one there to put him in front.
so it's Boston scraping by with the win. This win, such a tremendous emotional boost for him.
Really an accomplishment and crazy finish to take a road game like this and simply deflate an entire building.
And a chance now to send you over to Doris Burke, standing by on the sideline. Doris?
Kevin, what was the key in securing this win tonight?
Well, we had to get stops. You know, those guys, they got so many options, so many good players, man. We just had to rally around each other and get stops. Thank
you for the time, sir. Guys, back to you.
All right, Doris, thank you. And that about wraps it up. For Clark Kellogg, Greg Anthony, and Doris Burke, this is Kevin Harlan along with our entire 2K Sports crew, thanking you for tuning in. We'll see you later.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. Kenny the Jet Smith is here, so is Shaquille O'Neal. Time now for some highlights as we take a look at our Jordan player of the game.
He had a very nice night from the field tonight, shooting over 50%. That smooth, soft touch was working for him tonight. No matter how tight the D played him, he was still shooting it right in their face.
There was nothing they could do to slow him down, Ernie. Man, you go into a building on the road and completely control the action like he did. Only a few players could do that, Ernie. I'm impressed.
And that's it for our broadcast here tonight. But we're just getting started on a new season in the NBA. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the entire 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll see you again soon.